by our legislators to erase the outstanding level of student debt is not only unfair to students who have already repaid their level of student debt or students that completely avoided it entirely, but it's bad policy.
As someone who graduated debt-free, I am against Congresswoman Ilhan Omar and Ayanna Pressley's proposal to cancel all student debt.
I would be extremely disheartened and demoralized if the United States decided to forgive all student debt.
I think it's completely unfair. Canceling student debt would require one mass intervention from the government, which we all know isn't a good idea.
Completely getting rid of the student debt is completely irresponsible.
From a very young age, I knew that I wanted to go to college. And I was always taught that I have to work hard for everything that I get in life, and everything that I get, I earn.
I'm a student that took on debt early on in my college career in the first year that I went to school, but then I worked by having a job through college. I worked for my family's business. I was able to pay down all the interest on my debt and all the principal.
Erasing student debt is unfair to students and families who work hard to pay for an education.
This would completely diminish the hard work that so many students have, they've paid off their debt.
This nation was founded on hard work, not handouts, and it makes it seem as if working to get scholarships is nothing special anymore.
It tells those of us who worked hard and chose the right options that, making the right decision is not good. It's gonna just backfire on you.
I worked extremely hard throughout high school in order to have more opportunities for scholarships once I applied to college.
And I don't think that's teaching personal responsibility. I think that's teaching dependence.
Ever since I've been 16 years old, I've been working to be able to afford college. I think it's really important for students to not only have savings before coming to college, but also to work while still in school.
I realize not everyone has their parents help them with college, but my parents have worked hard for years and years to pay for my sisters in my college.
One way I chose to save money when it came time for college is that I went to community college rather than a major university.
I also made a fiscally smart decision by deciding to attend an in-state public university so that I would pay in-state tuition.
And I also knew that community college would end up being the more cheap option, which it did work out to be. I saved a ton of money being in community college.
I decided to go to the community college route first because I knew it would be the cheapest option for me in the long run. Classes are about half the price of what they would be at university.
Honestly, I didn't really have that much debt to begin with because I made a responsible decision when I was looking for colleges in high school. What I did was I looked for the college that would provide me the best education at the best price.
I was very fortunate enough my senior year to be awarded a scholarship that actually pretty much pays all of my school expenses.
I received a great amount of merit scholarships, but that did not cover all of my tuition and living expenses. I started working 2 part-time jobs.
I currently work 2 jobs to be able to afford all my expenses while I'm at school.
I learned more about who I am and my work ethic than if I had just taken the easy route and took out student loans.
Also, during my sophomore year, I took a position as a resident assistant and in a dorming hall, and so that completely covered the cost of living. So I made these decisions along the way so that I wouldn't have to take on student debt.
It is possible to go to college without student debt. It just all depends on how hard you want to work in order to achieve that goal.
Again, it's unfair to those of us who chose a smarter alternative rather than just doing the usual go to a major university and go into debt.
It makes me feel like my work that I put in to avoid student debt and to pay back this little bit of student debt that I had, it makes me feel like that all my work was for nothing because I could have just had that student debt erased if I had just waited a little bit longer.
I think it teaches students that they can be choosing the worst options and then just depend on the government to bail them out.
It's incentivizing students to continue to take on all this debt and for the government and thus the taxpayer just to pick up the bill for it.
All that is to say, I would be extremely disheartened if students' debts were bailed out by the government.
I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair to students that have made responsible decisions in the past, like myself.
It is really a slap in the face to all of us who have worked so hard in order to avoid such a burden.
Hey there, my name is Hannah Catherine Smith and I'm with Campus Reform. To continue seeing videos like these, be sure to subscribe here. And if you're interested in becoming a member of the Campus Reform team as an investigator or a correspondent, you can join the team here. And if you'd like to help us continue making videos like these, donate here.